Ever feel like you're stuck in a rut at work? Like you're meant for something more?
Yeah.
That's exactly how Pat feels in Success Secrets for the BA Mind. He's a customer service rep,
Yeah.
fixing printers all day, every day.
Right.
But he feels like something's missing.
Yeah.
And then he hears about this thing called business analysis. And it's like a light bulb goes off in his head.
It's so relatable, right? Like a lot of people find themselves kind of drawn to the business analysis world, even if they're coming from a totally different field.
Yeah, totally. And the cool thing is, the Insider's Guide to Landing Your Dream BA Job actually shows us just how doable that career change can actually be.
Absolutely.
But first, we got to figure out what business analysis is.
Okay, so at its core, business analysis is all about being a translator, a bridge between like business needs and the solutions.
Okay, I like that analogy.
Yeah.
So like instead of just saying, hey, build me a website,
Right.
they help the business figure out what that website should actually do.
Exactly. Exactly. They figure out all those details. Do we need e-commerce? Do we need a customer portal? All that stuff.
Okay, so it's like they're figuring out the why behind what they're asking for.
Yes, exactly. And that's something that Pat learns pretty early on in his journey. He dives headfirst into this whole world of BA,
Yeah.
reads tons of job descriptions, tries to make sense of all the jargon, and then stumbles upon this idea of transferable skills.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Are you saying that my amazing skills, like organizing the office snack drawer, could help me be a BA?
Well, maybe not the snack drawer specifically, but you'd be surprised.
Okay.
What Pat figures out, and what we really want to emphasize in this deep dive, is that so many skills from other jobs are totally relevant to business analysis.
Well, okay.
Like, think about Pat troubleshooting those printer issues.
Yeah.
That's basically requirements elicitation, which is just a fancy way of saying figuring out what someone actually needs.
Okay, so requirements elicitation is the BA version of what seems to be the problem.
Basically, yeah.
Got it.
But it's not just about asking questions, though, right?
Right.
He wasn't just saying, is it plugged in? He was listening, analyzing, using his problem-solving skills to, actually fix it.
And those skills are super valuable in the BA world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's gold.
So we've talked about how you don't need to be a coding whiz or spreadsheet master to be a BA.
Right.
But there is some foundational knowledge that's really good to have.
Yeah.
And both of our guides talk about building your business analysis knowledge foundation.
Yes, it's like building a house, right?
Yeah.
You need a good foundation.
Yeah.
And for BA, part of that foundation is understanding things like the SDLC.
SDLC. That sounds kind of intimidating.
I know, it sounds very jargony, but it's really not that complicated.
Yeah.
It just stands for Software Development Lifecycle.
Okay.
And it's basically like a roadmap that shows all the stages of a software project,
Yeah.
from the initial idea all the way to when it's actually launched and being used and maintained.
So it keeps everyone on the same page.
Yeah, exactly. It helps make sure that the software is developed in a structured and efficient way.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
What about some of the other tools in the BA toolkit? Our guides mention something called the soft systems methodology.
Yes, SSM. Yeah, SSM. It's a problem-solving approach that's really helpful for complex situations.
Okay.
Especially ones that involve people and systems working together.
Okay.
So instead of just focusing on technical solutions,
Right.
SSM helps you understand all the different perspectives and needs of everyone involved.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like putting on a detective hat, right? You're trying to figure out the root cause of a problem instead of just slapping a Band-Aid on the symptoms.
I like that. Yeah, get to the bottom of things.
Exactly.
And cover the why.
Exactly. And you know who does that really well?
Who?
Our friend Pat from Success Secrets for the BA Mind.
Oh, yeah, with his mentor, Kathy.
Yes, Kathy.
Yeah.
She really emphasizes that good BAs don't just write down what stakeholders say they want. They really try to dig deeper,
Yeah.
ask those probing questions,
Yeah.
challenge assumptions.
Right. Get to that underlying need.
Exactly.
It's like that saying, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime.
Right.
But in this case, it's more like listen to a stakeholder's request and you might solve a temporary problem, but uncover the need and you could unlock a world of possibilities.
I love that, yeah.
Okay. Maybe not as catchy,
But it's true.
but it's true. Yeah. And that's where stakeholder management comes in.
Yes, exactly.
And we're not just talking about managing a calendar, are we?
No. It's much more than that.
Okay.
Stakeholder management for BAs is all about building relationships
Okay.
with everyone involved in the project.
Okay.
So clients, managers, developers,
Right.
end users, anyone who's affected by the project.
Yeah.
It's about understanding what motivates them, what worries them, how they like to communicate.
So you have to be like a diplomat, a negotiator, a mind reader all at the same time.
Yeah, it's a lot of hats to wear.
Yeah.
But it's really about seeing the world differently, as that insider's guide says.
Right.
It's about really putting yourself in their shoes.
Yeah.
Understanding their perspective, even if it's totally different from your own.
Right. I like that. Okay, so speaking of communication, let's talk about the job interview. Because guess what?
What?
Pat's got an interview. So you finally get that interview for your dream BA job.
Yeah.
You'd be excited, but probably terrified too.
Oh, absolutely. It's totally natural to feel nervous before a big interview.
Right.
Even like seasoned professionals still get those pre-interview jitters.
Totally.
The key is to just channel that energy into preparing and like projecting confidence.
Okay, easier said than done.
Right.
Especially when you're trying to remember everything from the SDLC to like how to shake someone's hand.
Yeah.
Speaking of preparation, our boy Pat from Success Secrets for the DA Mind, he was super nervous before his big interview. Did Kathy have any like secret weapons or advice?
She did. She taught him this really great method. It's
Right.
called the STAR method.
Oh, yeah.
And it's for answering these behavioral interview questions.
All right.
It's a really classic technique. And it basically helps you structure your answers in a way that's really clear and concise so you can like show off your skills.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you're telling a mini story
Okay.
for each question.
Gotcha.
You start by like setting the scene, describing the situation,
Okay.
and then you talk about the task that you were given,
Right.
the action that you took,
Yeah.
and the result.
Okay, so it's like STAR.
STAR, exactly.
Situation, task, action, result.
Exactly.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, it's like a roadmap
Yeah, it is.
to answer those tricky questions.
Totally. And the Insider's Guide, they don't just tell you about it. They actually give you a sample question.
Right.
And then they walk you through how to answer it using the STAR method.
It's super helpful. Super helpful. Okay, so you've prepped like crazy. You go to the interview. You totally nail it.
Yeah.
You get the job offer,
it's-
but it's not over yet.
Right.
Now you got to talk salary.
Yes, this is a big one.
This is where I would like totally freeze up.
It can be intimidating, but it's so important to advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
Both of our guides really emphasize knowing your worth.
Yeah.
And like not being afraid to negotiate a salary that reflects your skills.
So where do you even start?
So the Insider's Guide has some really good advice.
Okay.
They say the first thing is to figure out your market value.
Okay, how do you do that?
So you can do some research online
Okay.
and see what other BAs in your area with a similar level of experience are making.
Okay.
Websites like Glassdoor or LinkedIn Salary can be really good for this.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Yeah, and then once you kind of have a sense of what you should be making,
Right.
then you can start to like build your case.
Okay.
Keep track of your accomplishments,
Yeah.
your contributions. So no more shrinking violets.
Exactly. You got to own those wins.
Yes.
And then when it comes time to actually have that conversation about salary, don't just throw out a random number.
Right.
The Insider's Guide recommends preparing like a proposal.
Okay.
So you have your desired salary range,
Right.
but you back it up with concrete examples.
Yeah. So basically you treat it like you're presenting a business case, but for yourself.
Exactly.
Okay. I like it. And just like that, you've gone from fixing printers to navigating this exciting world of business analysis.
That's amazing, right? And it's amazing that this is something that anyone can do.
Yeah, you don't have to be a tech whiz.
Yeah, if you have the curiosity, the dedication, the willingness to learn,
Right.
the Success Secrets Guide and the Insider's Guide, those are great resources, but at the end of the day, you are the driver.
I love that.
Yeah.
So if you've ever thought about becoming a BA, but you weren't sure how to get started,
Yeah.
hopefully this is your sign to take that first step.
Absolutely. Explore those online resources, talk to some BAs in your field. You could even try volunteering your skills.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to get started.
The world of business analysis is waiting.
It is. What are you waiting for?
Okay, I love that energy. And on that note, until next time, happy analyzing.